She was at the meetup. A couple of you actually met her. Great sound. Mongolia. Sure, why not? I mean, it's not going to be the first place I go to, just because it's not quite as, you know, compact with people. It's kind of big, but...
England colonized 30% of the world, doesn't like to travel. There's I heard a saying once, I can't remember who originally said it, was like, the difference between North Americans and Europeans, or North Americans and UKians, is that North Americans think that 100 years is a long time, and Europeans think that 100 kilometers is a long distance. It's like...
And that kind of does sum it up. I mean, it's not everybody, obviously. It's a generalization, but...
Like, the closest big city to where we live is Toronto, and we'll go to Toronto relatively often.
At least a couple times
a
year.
And we'll drive there.
Yeah.
It's 400 kilometers away.
It's 4 or 5 hour drive.
We've gone for a day trip. We've driven down in the morning, and then driven back in the evening. 400 plus kilometers each way.
I've always considered Toronto my home away from home because I've grown up going there so often, even though it's actually, when I was growing up, it was a 6-hour drive away because of highways.
Quill is moving to you in 2 weeks. Confirm here first. Yeah,
nice.
Put that on Twitter. That's fine.
Good. Start the rumors. That's awesome. Amy's still trying to convince Katie that Israel's a totally legit honeymoon spot for us. I hear Israel is a really pretty country.
I'll take you to Cleveland, a baseball game if you come to Cleveland, Ohio. Cool.
Word P-tanger is Penetang. It is Penetanguishene.
That's
awesome.
So crazy.
That's so close.
No, you don't understand. Like, my entire, like, my mother's side of the family, everyone comes from Penetanguishene.
That's wild.
Which is a great name.
And good night, by the way.
Come to Peru.
Peru? I'd love to go to Peru. Oh my goodness. Peru, Chile, Argentina, Ecuador.
I've never been to South America at all.
No,
and
we haven't.
Well, that seems wrong.
It does, yeah. India, I have wanted to go to India since I was little. Like, farther back than I can remember. Yeah. Austin, I would love to go to Austin. We've actually been to Texas. Yeah, we've been to Texas, but unfortunately we didn't get to Austin. We went to San Antonio,
we haven't been to Houston or Austin.
No.
Just San Antonio and then sort of like southwestish until we hit Mexico.
Kind of the smaller areas around it. And I love San
Corpus
Antonio.
Christi.
Corpus Christi we went to briefly, yeah.
Gotta see Selena stuff.
I'm so sad. The Selena Festival was happening this weekend in Corpus.
I'm so sorry.
The first annual celebration of Selena's life and her contribution to Tejano music, and I wasn't there, and I'm very sad.
Nard Dog is from San Antonio.
Nice.
San Antonio is awesome.
Is that how you say that? You don't pronounce the C?
I don't know.
I always pronounce it in my head.
It might be CN Nard Dog.
Yoshimoto, Thailand, yes. Thailand is a place I didn't know that much about, and I wasn't really kind of on my list, and then I did a project on it in college, and I fell in love with it, and what are you laughing at? All of us got to walk 500 miles. Anna, that's amazing. Oh my god. Tepfer, I love Boston. I've been to Boston a couple times now, and it's, I love it. I adore it. I love that you guys just have to, like, prove us wrong. You're like, we're gonna find a place you're not interested in going. You're not going to.
Japan is cool, although I have to say, if I'm in that neck of the woods of the world, Korea's slightly higher on my list.
For him, yeah, for sure.
I gotta watch some StarCraft, man.
For me, I mean, in Asia in general, I think Thailand and Bali in Indonesia would probably be slightly higher for me. Maybe. Right. Kind of a tough call, but probably.
A Christian
Laos.
Nardog. C is his first name.
I just saw that. So it is C Nardog then, I guess?
Cuba. Well, here's the thing. Like, for the longest time, Cuba, like, for the Americans, like, whoa, Cuba, that's crazy, communist land, all this. Though. And Canada's like, hey, Cuba, that's a great vacation destination. I've wanted to go to Cuba for a long time. In fact, now that, like, the trade and things restrictions with the U.S. and Cuba have been lifted, I'm like, oh man, that's just gonna ruin Cuba as a vacation spot for Canadians.
JM 941 Toledo. Do you mean Toledo, Ohio, or Toledo, Spain?
Toledo.
Because I've been to Toledo, Ohio. Haven't been to Toledo, Spain yet.
I have a sword from Toledo.
You do. I have a fan.
That my sister bought while she was in Spain.
Yeah.
Data Station Korea, definitely recommend it.
Chad is stupidly persistent. You're surprised. I'm not surprised exactly, but go to Aruba. Yes, again, I did a project on Aruba in college. And oh my god, it sounds so cool. The mix of like island and Dutch culture, and
Yeah.
it looks so beautiful. Oh my god, yes. Brazil, totally. Chile, yes. All the places, guys, seriously. We're just going to talk about this for the rest of the night.
One of my cousins has like lived in has spent like many years living in Mexico and also like just South America, a few different places because he
Yeah,
had
I think
like
he lived in Ecuador, and I can't remember where else he lived.
many countries because
places.
he
Colombia,
he
maybe?
had his degree, like a master's or something, in both like
Yeah.
English and Spanish.
And he learned all the different dialects of Spanish.
And he was going all over teaching English second language
Yeah.
and things like that. And it was like,
kinda cool.
he kept telling us about these places. It was like, oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I know. I loved sitting and just chatting with him about where he'd been.
Shrouded Legend, what about me makes you think that I wouldn't want to be able to say, I've been to Chernobyl? Because you can technically go. I mean, I wouldn't want to see the, what is it called? The elephant's foot? The thing that if you see it, you're dead.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah, technically I'd love to. It'd be
I would
cool, man.
probably hesitate to go to Chernobyl just out of, silly fear, whatever. I don't know. But not to say I wouldn't go. Just lower on the list, maybe.
If you go to Aruba, you have to take a Roomba with you.
That's awesome.
Also, where's the Roomba from? The Roomba dance. That's where
The
Aruba
Roomba?
comes in. The Rumba.
I can't remember where it originated, actually. I should know this.
Is it Cuban?
The
No.
rumba? I don't think the rumba's Cuban, no. It might be South American, but I can't actually remember.
I've not been to Colorado.
Ava has. I haven't.
Well, Ava wasn't there.
Ava's been a lot of places, yeah. No, I didn't do a project on a Roomba. I did a project on Aruba.
I'm trying to think, like, what
Kiev,
states
yes.
I've been to. It's really hard to figure out. I've technically been in New York State a few times, although I really haven't seen much. Technically, I've even been in New York City.
I
but
haven't.
It doesn't count.
I've been in New York State, but not in New York City.
And
Sad.
it's like, what do you count if, like, does it count or not?
Yeah,
What
I
is
know.
that considered?
Like, if you've been to the airport, does that count? Yeah.
Yeah. If you spent the night in a hotel while driving through the state, does that count?
Right, yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I'm always struggling with that, too.
Yeah. But there's so many states that I haven't been to. There's, like, many provinces. I mean, I've flown over a bunch.
Yeah.
But I haven't really been there.
Well, and I mean, that's another thing that they kind of, the generalization about Canadians is that, I mean, they'll go to Europe before they visit other states. There's a line in one of the Arrogant Worms songs about how we'll...
Not even Canada, yeah.
Yeah,
not in provinces.
but how we'll, we won't drive to see our relatives or something, but we'll often go to other countries
Just
for
for vacation, yes.
Yeah. And that's kind of true. I mean, even for me, not that I don't want to see the rest of Canada, because it's got some really great places, but my priority list is other places first.
Big Taco, I've been to the Jersey Shore, my friend. I actually have some relatives that live there.
That's right, yeah.
I have an aunt that worked in the World Trade Towers and was in them the day of the thing.
Yeah.
It's like crazy-ass stories, but they live on the Jersey Shore. She commuted into town and stuff like that. So I've been there. It's nice. Good boardwalk. We had ice cream stuff. I don't know.
I haven't been, but it sounds good.
Hey, we've been live for over 12 hours today. We're live for longer
I
yesterday.
was going to say a lot longer yesterday. We haven't even come close to meeting.
Yeah. Yes, it's our talk. We're still streaming. It's the obligatory post Let 'em Dare Q&A with Essentia.
I have a little bit of mead left. What are you doing? Oh, I didn't know you were trying to cheers me. You didn't tell me. I thought you were trying to position it in the camera in some weird way. I was like, what are you doing?
You're not very good at this
He's
game.
trying to make me spill my mead, you guys. Akron, Ohio. Don't you? Yes, I do have family in that area, actually. He doesn't, but I do. Well, so, sort of.
Bronco, I haven't heard about what GameStop is doing.
Mackinac. I haven't been to Mackinac Island, but I've been to Mackinac City.
Zartalk, you're in Montreal? Fucking, I love Montreal.
A few people are in Montreal or the Montreal area.
I've been pushing for us to do a trip back to Quebec for a while.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like Montreal. It's weird, you know, like these big cities don't feel like they're part of wherever they are.
Right. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Montreal, like
Good
there's
night,
going
Raptor.
to Quebec and then there's going to Montreal. Montreal is a
Yeah,
whole
it's
other
different.
experience,
Yeah.
you know.
And I really want to see Montreal. I love cities anyway, and everything
Yeah.
I keep hearing about that one is amazing. So.
But no, Montreal is great. The last time I was in Montreal was for a Habs versus Leafs game after they'd both been eliminated from the playoffs. It was the stupid, shittiest hockey game you could only imagine. Like, it was meaningless.
In Portuguese, Japanese, French, Latin, and is working on Chinese. Like, who knows that many languages?
Wow.
I wish I knew that many languages, but I can't find the time and energy to learn them.
When you were listing off the languages at the start, it sounded like you were singing like that Animaniacs song about all the countries. I
didn't mean to do that. That's funny.
Miss Carson is a professional moderator.
She is. She totally is. She's good at this game.
So I'm going to start selling retro consoles and games again. Right now, they're testing 2 states. Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
I've been to West. I have not been to the West Edmonton Mall. I have not been in Alberta at all. I haven't been to Manitoba, Saskatchewan.
There you're going again, yeah.
I mean, the only provinces I've been to is obviously Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, and BC. Although BC is just Victoria.
A snippet of it, yeah.
And Nova Scotia was like, well, we landed in Halifax and drove to Canso.
Right.
Town of like 500 people.
Good night, Yeti Crossing. No, we haven't been to Portland, Oregon yet, and I need to go to Portland so bad. I am absolutely convinced that Portland is going to be, like, such an essential town.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Coffee shops and vegan cafes and music. Yeah, Portland is, like, calling me home.
Miss Carson is an awesome mod. Actually, like,
She
our
is.
mods are just awesome here.
Pretty much.
And half of them are asleep because they're European at this point, and I feel bad.
And because they've worked their freaking butts off this weekend.
There you go, mod love. There you go.
Show all the mods love. I need to update that with like more links now.
Yeah, and a few more
Emma.
people, and Mace.
And
And-
well, Mace doesn't have YouTube or Twitch.
Oh.
That's the thing. Those are only links to the mods that have YouTube or Twitch channels. So not all of them have YouTube and Twitch channels. So- But
we.
I know I need to find
I
a
don't
way.
remember how it goes.
What? Sorry.
I don't
Permit.
remember.
Yeah, permit is the thing. Yeah, I need to find a way to like thank all the mods, even the ones that don't have Twitch and YouTube. But we're currently out of mod commands.
I can well unlock more. Just let me know.
I mean, some of them don't need to be up all the time. We don't need the LD Jam command except once every 4 months. But you know, I love your mods.
When are you gonna start showing Hearts of Iron play? As soon as I have it and can.
Yes, San Francisco.
Trust me.
We're having totally different conversations.
San Francisco, yes.
San Francisco.
I was very
again,
close.
High on my list.
The Elephant Foot, yeah.
The place to go is Scotland. Yes, always.
Scotland!
Everyone needs to go to Scotland. At least once.
What kind of anime do you like?
Fire!
I miss the anime sort of
Anime?
theme.
I don't like anime.
You know what I like? I like Astro Boy. That was good.
I
I
know
also
the,
liked the first 10 episodes of Death Note. That was pretty strong.
I know the
and
names of
Akira.
a bunch of anime, but I don't like them. We have a viewer named Escaflone, and I know that's from an anime.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything about it either.
Can
I
I
think
put
it
on
has
the
like mechs. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Like spaceships and stuff. One Way Ticket to Mars. God, it's so close. So close.
Yeah, he totally would.
See a sneaky.
Probably. Ava would. A Kiss for Luck? Probably in a heartbeat.
I mean, I would go to space. I would do the space tourism thing. I would probably do the Mars thing, but I don't know.
Clearly you don't want to go to this silly little place called Sudbury then. It's kind of true, Nero. I mean, I'm over it. Good night. I kind of don't want to say that name out loud, so I'm just gonna say good night to everybody who's heading out right now.
I think it's a typo. There's supposed to be an R. It's Murder Pantry.
I think, honestly, I know this isn't true, but I'm convinced that some of you make usernames just to see me say them.
It's true. I think so. I went to the Ottawa University, the University
Good night,
of Ottawa,
Nero.
which is great. I played Neverwinter Nights. 1, 2. I've also played Neverwinter Nights online or Neverwinter Online. Have you ever gone haggis hunting? Yeah, I have my haggis whistle upstairs.
We have a stuffed wild haggis.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I know I'm vegetarian and all, but it's like this rare, this like crazy like cultural experience, you know.
Mm-hmm. I played Anno 2070. It's great. I refused to buy it because of Ubisoft and Uplay and all that stuff. And someone bought it for me, and I like put like 100 hours into it. And I'm like, oh, I love it so much. I hate it.
I love it so much I hate it.
Oh,
that's
Ubisoft,
awesome.
man.
Good night, Gavin and Minecraftia and all kinds of people.
Non, je suis pas un orateur naturel français parce que deux choses. Une chose, je suis hors de pratique, donc souvent je peux pas trouver les mots que je veux dire. Et puis deuxièmement, uh,